Hello and welcome to the Enspiral External Update February 2020. I am your host and Enspiral Catalyst, Jorian. This series of videos is here for the people who are curious about Enspiral. It's not about Enspiral's big ideas and concepts. It's more like what are the actions, what are the behaviors, what have we been talking about among ourselves. So if that's interesting to you, let's get right to it. So first of all, I'm not sure if I'm going to post this video today or tomorrow or maybe the day after. So Summerfest might be happening already, or it's just a couple of days away. And if this is your first Summerfest, if you've been in the fringes of Enspiro and decided to go and to interact and to see and to learn and to talk, I wish you a wonderful event. My first Summerfest was magical. I have lacked the words to recommend it enough. So I hope you have a great event. But our biggest update today is Enspiral's Impact Report. So Emmi and Emma from Rebellious Data, they're new contributors. Well, not so new, they joined last year. But when they joined, they were curious about Enspiral and also wanted to give us a gift, give us a token of their presence in the network. And they decided to create an impact report, which is something that Enspiral didn't have, never had. We've been talking about this for years. And then they went ahead and they did it, and it's brilliant. This Medium page here is just a link page to take you to the actual report, which looks like this. It has 27 pages, 23 content pages. And it's really interesting. It goes from the broad strokes of what is Enspiral, what are the behaviors that happen among Enspiral, who is part of Enspiral, and also get to tiny details like how many projects are happening in Enspiral right now, what are the revenue within those projects, how much return on investment. It's very interesting piece to analyze what a network like Enspiral can provoke as a ripple effect in the world. So yeah, if that speaks to you, all the links will be below here on YouTube or whatever video page that is. I always leave all the links below. Okay, so I think this one is particularly interesting. All right, let me thank everyone who's been contributing for the Catalyst sponsorship program that creates, among many things, those videos. So we are currently financed by these kind people you see here, and also by these kind companies you see here, and of course by our patrons on patreon.com/Enspiral. And if you want to contribute to us, this is the easiest, most plug-and-play way to increase even more that impact you will read on the report. Currently, the Catalyst experiment is sustainable, but we really want to expand. We want Catalyst to do more things, to be more focused, to have more of a directed project. But of course, we need to finance this first. All right, so what have we been writing about? What have we been talking about? And Anthony Cabraal is a collaborator for this study on how to create a digital ecosystem for the planet. And this is a very interesting article. Honestly, it has a lot of interactive elements. It's very well researched. And in Anthony's own words, he hasn't yet fully grasped his head around this project is very complex. So if you're interested in regenerative technologies, that might be your alley. Oh, talking about ants, that's him. So we have something in Enspiral called the Minimal Viable Board, which is a board of directors that does the absolute bare minimum by design. And recently there was a change. Some people left and some people joined. So this is a half-an-hour conversation of two of the people who are leaving the board, guiding and counseling the two people who are coming in on what are the processes, what are the behaviors, what should they do. So if you're interested in this more governance side of things, definitely an interesting video to check it out. All right, so this is a little bit of an uncomfortable study, of course, because it isn't study about nowadays fascist organizations, how they spread. And it's sprinkled with real print screens and real photos, real information. So it is scary, really, but also very important. We need to understand what the hell is going on and how these people behave so we can make this world less scary. It was co-authored by Emmi, the same Emmi who made the impact report, and it's very, very important piece of information to have nowadays, as uncomfortable as it is. Thank you for making this happen, Emmi. Thank you so much for putting your heart into this, because I know it was probably much more uncomfortable to write this than it was to read it. Oof. Anyway, Rupert bought a house with 8 people, and he's sharing all his journey of this process, everything that happened, how the idea came to be, how everybody felt during the process, how the society treats house buying in New Zealand. It's a fascinating article because it talks about the bureaucratic part of the process, but also about the emotional part of the process and how people learn how to deal with each other within the process. So if you're thinking about co-living or co-buying something, I highly recommend. So Rich has this series on microsolidarity, which I think that the easiest way for me to explain is, what if you wanted to create an Enspiral from scratch? How would you start that? How could you grow that organically? So this is what he's creating in his work. And this is exactly that, an article on how to start it, what are the first steps to create a trust-based, care-based community. And 2 days later, he also released this other smaller article, People, Practices, and Place, which is more about the initiation ritual of that, so delving deeper into one of the topics of the other article. If you're interested, if you're thinking especially about starting your own network with a care DNA inside of it, this is a must read. Again, all the links will be below. All the links, okay? All right. And Stephen shared a list of softwares he recommends. So if you're looking for collaboration, collective decision making of all sorts, and also like coding, he just made this comprehensive list with all the interesting things that he found among many years. Some like Lumio and CoBudget, really with a strong Enspiral DNA, and others, even if not made by us, very much loved by us. So give it a look. All right, we don't have a lot of requests in office today. We just have one. So John is offering this free cooperative decision making for distributed teams webinar. It will happen on the 18th of February, 2 p.m. EST. So if you're interested in this kind of thing, it's free. So even if that's your area of expertise and you want to maybe introduce the concept of someone, it's a great opportunity. John is a catalyst alongside me, but this time he's going to be wearing more of a Lumio hat, and how to use Lumio for that, and decision makings processes that Lumio showed us that work for big groups especially. So if that's your alley, give it a look. And now for the moment of Zen that I'm actually not sure if it's Zen. You tell me. Yeah. So so some cars and trucks were trapped among 15 feet tumbleweeds in Washington state. That's 1.5 meters if you use the metric system, and they were like completely covered by tumbleweed to a ridiculous. Look at this picture. Can you see that? Can you see that? This is ridiculous. So I'm not sure if that's Zen or not, but it was definitely entertaining. And with that, I leave you for today. Again, if you're going to Summerfest, hope you have a wonderful time. And if you're not, hope you think about next year. And I will see you next month. Ciao.